Now, do you want to stop spending long hours reading government solicitations without actually understanding what's in there? Yeah, I know those documents are usually like 30 pages long, but how do you know what to focus on and what to ignore, right? And how do you find subcontractors as a middleman in the government contracting space? So many companies out there. How do you know the companies that are going to be viable for the job? And how do you find them? How do you contact them? Then the most daunting part of the experience, how do you write government proposals that win contracts? Guys, that's why I started the AI disclosure program. And we're going to be tackling those three things essentially. Now, first, we're going to be decoding the government solicitations using ChatGPT. Look, the truth of the matter is that ChatGPT can read those documents in seconds, while it takes you hours to read the document. I'm going to show you the exact prompts that would help you to decode those solicitations as needed. Also, you're going to need to find the subcontractors. You may not be able to do the work yourself. It's more likely that you're not going to have the ability to. So you need to team up with some subcontractors, but you have to find them. Now, in the program, I'm going to teach you how to find subcontractors with artificial intelligence as well as Google Boolean search. It's just a fancy way of saying we're going to create terms that Google would use to produce the exact subcontractors that we need on the first page. And of course, we're going to learn how to write proposals with AI. Now, writing proposals with AI is the chunkiest part of the entire program. If you are interested in being part of the AI disclosure program, where I show you how to break down those solicitations with artificial intelligence, when I show you how to find subcontractors using Google search terms as well as Perplexity AI, and also how to build proposals using ChatGPT, then you have to contact me at ETIMGODWIN4 in order to be part of the program. Just message me. We're going to talk. It's not free, but the investment is worth it. All right, guys. Okay, so we're going to be looking at insect control, pest control, rodent control to see what the jobs look like. And it's essentially going to be what I'm going to be doing is running through the entire process, right? We're going to be attempting to decode the solicitation. So, okay, the first thing we did was we found the industries that we're interested in, we created the keywords. Now, we're using those keywords to search through sam.gov. And we're also going to be using the lesson of what do we focus on, what do we ignore, to figure out if this particular solicitation is viable for us to go into. And the two things that we're looking at, is it a solicitation, like is it an invitation to bid? And is the due date far out enough that it makes sense for us to begin to actually pursue this? So during this process, we're going to be using all those lessons. It's going to seem like we're just moving through it, but it's all those lessons that we've been going through that is actually creating what we're doing right now. So one of the keywords that you had there was rodent control. I believe it was rodent control. Okay. Typically, you would want to check again. Today is the 4th of May. Fantastic. So if we have something like the 10th of May, that's not too bad. I'm seeing NFH bat remediation. Okay. Crescent bat remediation, pest control services, veteran affairs, Portland VA health. Okay. Let's see. This is an original pre-solicitation, so we're going to ignore it. These updated solicitations. Let's see what this bat remediation is about. So just a few things off the bat. We see that this is a total small business aside. Okay. And extermination and pest control services, that's the NAICS code. We have a very short description here. So MT Crescent NFH Hatchery Building Bat Removal Prevention and Cleanup Amendment 0001. Okay, to extend the solicitation period, end date 5/10/24. And the attachments we're seeing here, we have an SOW, wage determination, solicitation. We have two solicitations here. So right off the bat, I'm going to download these two solicitations. Oh, I'm actually going to show you something here. Now, one solicitation is on April 9th, the other April 3rd. So I've downloaded both of those solicitations now. So we're going to both of them attached. I'm going to ask what's the difference between these two documents. I may have uploaded the same file twice, different IDs but the same name. And search, I can only access one document. Could you please confirm if there are indeed two distinct documents? Okay. They are. What's the difference? Okay, so it relates to the purpose and contents as defined as their natures, the original solicitation and its amendments. Okay. So the purpose and content, original solicitation, it labels the document. I think that was the first one. This document aligns the initial request for quotation for service, providing general information about the solicitation, including the due date, method of solicitation. Wait, I want to find out what exactly were the amendments. Exactly were the amendments. So, extension of solicitation period and encouragement of site visit. That's all that is actually different between the two. So you see those prompts just getting you acquainted with what are these two documents talking about, what's the difference, as opposed to really going through them and trying to find where there's a difference. But they really encourage a site visit. A site visit is strongly encouraged, and contact information is provided for scheduling the site visits. Okay, I'm going to throw in the prompts to pull out all the information that we need from the solicitation. Let me get the statement of work in there as well. Break down this statement of work. So while that is being built up, I'm going to go get the prompts that we usually use. And by the way, I'm creating an actual prompt sheet for the entire process from start to finish, so that you just have all those ChatGPT prompts in one thing, and you don't have to keep sorting through documents. So you're going to get that within the week. So the one I started, it's actually right here. So each time you make one, it saves it automatically, and you can make it as long as you want. But I would say there are some proposals where, or there's some solicitations where the government tell you, we want the technical statement and the past experience to be in separate PDF documents. If they don't specify, or about the PDF documents, for instance, now we're on Google Doc. Let's say we finished wrapping up this entire proposal and we wanted to convert this into a PDF. You're going to click on File, then you're going to click on Download, and you're going to go to PDF Document. So that's how you turn this doc into a PDF. And most of the proposals you're going to submit are going to be in PDF format. But just moving on with the proposal writing aspect, we have the executive summary and we just pasted it here. Now, it depends on how you like to work. If you would want to go in and do some editing before you move on to the next part, feel free to do so. Or you would like to perhaps finish the entire thing before you start to edit. Some of the edits that you're going to do will just be removing some of these stars and highlighting the subheadings, things like that, making them bold or making them bigger. But look at this, like you have an executive summary, professional assurance. It says, we understand that bat removal is a complex and sensitive task that requires a high level of expertise. Our team consists of certified and experienced professionals who are trained in the latest humane wildlife control techniques. We are committed to ensuring the health and safety of both the bat and the Hartery environment, adhering to all federal, state, and local wildlife conservation laws. When they read things like this, it's just the icing on the cake where you have some of these subheadings. And ChatGPT is really creative at making these things really good and specifying it to what the government is actually looking for. And then you have contact information. The next thing you're going to want to do when we go back into ChatGPT, let's change that again. A continuation from this prompt from the table of content. I'm just going to change this to table. So from the table of content, I want to build out a proposal continuing with, now instead of company overview, that's right. The name of my business, you don't even need to put that, but it's okay if it's there or not. It doesn't make a difference. So business profile. Actually, I'm even going to go now. I'm going to copy every single thing on that page, every single thing on the bat removal page, and I'm going to put it in here again. Well, let's see what it said. Mission statement. Our mission is to provide high quality, ethical, and sustainable wildlife management solutions. We aim to resolve human wildlife conflict in a manner that respects the natural behavior of animals while ensuring the safety and satisfaction of our clients. I really like the theme of this proposal. It's really about that human way of taking care of it. I just think that if we follows that theme all through, it's really going to give such a great impression of the company. Let's see. Modify the company overview where necessary. Sometimes you have to tell it like if it's not necessary, don't do it. Where necessary, using the information below. Be sure to focus on aligning with the needs listed in the SOL. And then I'm going to oh, accident. I'm going to paste that company information and then I'm going to put that prompt in again. Control C.